Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidanandamurtaye Nisprapanchaya Santaya Niralambaya Tejase Om Santihi 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 Om Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. So Julie, it's supposed to mute your microphone. Good, thank you. So before going to start this thing, Vijana Tantra, so I would like to let you know and we have been practicing so many last 3 to 3 years. Today I do not have the scriptures with me, so I'm not going to particular with the sutras. But somehow today we can have the discussion, which is the basics and understanding of the not only the Vijana Tantra but the science of Tantra. Once I would like to also request all of you, when say Vijana, they mean special. I'm with them, so I don't. I'm okay now. Yeah. So B means a special, and Jnana means the wisdom. It is a special wisdom. B Jnana. B means special, Jnana means wisdom. That you have any understood long time. So Vijana Bhairava Tantra is a science one can cultivate the wisdom. But you know that wisdom are 3 kinds of wisdom. I would like to clarify. One is called intellectual, informative wisdom. Another is the sensual, experiencing wisdom. And third is something you are going to experience beyond informations and beyond sensual experience. So the final wisdom only comes when you can experience not through the mind, not through the intellect, not through the senses, but it is a transcendental consciousness. And most of the time we think we can practice Tantra and understand the wisdom. So the Vijana Tantra, one of the vast and I can see one of the ultimate and absolute wisdom of science Tantra. So generally, we don't teach so much Vijana Tantra. And Atmana knows also. So many people not interested about to the wisdom of Tantra. But somehow Vijana Tantra is taught us how to experience the ultimate wisdom, the transcendental consciousness, which consciousness can guide us in order to free from sufferings, difficulties, and also we can free from our daily life of sufferings and problems. So most of the time what we do, we try to, in material world or in our social life, in material life, we always like to jump something. Always we are jumping something in order to either happiness or the wisdom or the liberations or the freedom without personal proper efforts. I give one example. Like Lord Buddha left everything. He was sitting on a tree and find the wisdom and find the love. So the science of Tantra, it taught us how to make the self efforts. But most of the time we don't do so much self efforts, but we are looking either happiness or the love, the pleasure, something which is from outside or depend on the objectives. And that always we do. And it is the nature of the mind and it is the law of nature as well. Because the law of nature would depend always on the others. Right? Even a tree cannot survive without depending like chlorophylls, right? The compost, proper airs. Am I clear that? So even a tree also survive in need proper food, proper environment, proper sunlight, compost, and everything. So that's the law of nature. Hmm? So therefore, for our survival life, we need something to depend on others. But there's something to experience. We don't need to depend that. So this is the material life. Something we need to depend. But science of Tantra said that, okay, depending is one thing. Survival is another thing. But how to understand the inner self, and that known as the wisdom. This is the transcendental consciousness. This transcendental consciousness, once we are experienced and we can survive and we can live in the world peacefully. Am I clear that? So the Vijana Tantra taught us how to live with peace of the mind, how to live with love, with tranquility, and with harmony. And we see that the four things are very important in the science of Tantra. Even beginner of Tantra, what to study. So I'm not going to today so many quotation of the beginner of Tantra, but with reminding ourselves what we have been studying in beginner Tantra. I think for the Jasmine also, she's new to beginner Tantra. Julie already studied, Atman already studied a long time. So there are a lot of techniques, a lot of especially the kriyas. But what happens if we don't put into practice? So then we cannot experience nothing. Just I want to tell you one thing, very interesting. Sometimes people jump into different mantras. Like when you go to India, sometimes you say that, oh, I have this problem, I have that problem, I have this problem. So many Brahmin, many priests, many astrologers, they recommend so many different kind of practices. For example, money problems. They'll say that let the chant the Lakshmi mantra. So when I say we see, oh, I have a lot of problems with the planets, I have accidents. Okay, let the worship the 9 planets. So now people say that, oh, I have a lot of enemies, lot of enemy. Huh? So somebody say that, okay, you do Bagalamukhi sadhana because this goddess is helping you how to free from your enemies. So then I see people say that, oh, actually I want to conquer other countries, like conquer to something. So say, let you do the Bhumapati sadhana. Bhumapati sadhana is always something you can conquer other countries. Somebody say that, oh, I have students, I have disciples. I'm a father of the house. I have children, I have wife, but nobody listening. Okay, do some hypnotize. Bagalamukhi sadhana. It's, it's like that. Bagalamukhi sadhana also for hypnotize to others. So what I mean, and sometimes you say, look, I want to have need to power to destroy something, and then people worship the Mother Kali. So Mother Kali giving the immense power, so you can something can destroy others. Somebody said, oh, somebody done black magic on me. How to free from black magic? Okay, to Mother Kali. So what I mean, or something, some problems, how to, okay, somebody died, the soul ate, make me problems, spirit make me problems. How can I free from this spirit? Okay, do Mahamrityunjaya mantra, do Sradhas. So there is so many kind of things we can practice as per the Indian Vedic science or science of Tantra. But actually we are not really trust something, not concentrate something. But as per higher spiritual science of Tantra or Vijana of Tantra, in case is simply worship to Lord Shiva or principal God and Goddess. Simply one God to trust. Even you chant only Om Namah Shivaya, dedicate to Lord Shiva, and you can actually free from all the difficulties, all the problems, no matter what kind of problem, and you find out the solutions. Am I clear that? So you can find the solutions. Even simply chant Om Namah Shivaya, nothing else. It means we need to learn how to trust. We need to learn how to trust. Generally, we don't have trust. Therefore, all the problems comes to us. So therefore, trust is very, very important. If you don't trust, then all difficulties are comes to us. For example, I giving in a yogic way, we always complain our digestive system not good. And we go to Ayurveda, we go to Panchakarma, we go to hospitals, we go to so many things for our digestions, right? So what happened? But you already studied Surya Namaskar, for example. Yogi practice, do you simply know the pranayam, you know Pavanamuktasanas, leg rotations, meditation, you know. But if you're practicing these things, you don't need to go to all doctors to get medicine to have digestions. We sometimes go Ayurveda, we go to take the pills, we take to so many medicines, but we forget the yogic all practices. It means we don't trust nothing. So it's very important in this on the spiritual path. We must learn how to trust not the technique but ourselves. As I say that if you practice only Surya Namaskar, leg rotation is enough. Even you can free from all kind of problems of digestion and digestions. It is very simple. Generally, you need to activate the lower part of the bodies, the stomach, the abdomen, and creating the fire. And your large and small intestine can be very active, right? So you can eat any food, you can digest. Sometimes, so what I mean here, so we have to practice something constantly all the time, not today, not tomorrow, but all the life. Then, and you can resolve many issues, not about spiritual life, but I'm speaking how to survive in social life in the samsara. You see that how many techniques I taught all of you, like practice pranayama, mantras, yoga nidras, kundalini meditation, so many things. But still, we have so many problems comes in life we don't resolve. It means, I mean, a master cannot resolve your problems. Nature cannot resolve problems. Even God cannot resolve your problems. No guru can help you. But a master, the guru or teacher, they showing the path. And you have to work through. You have to walk through. You have to practice. Put into practice. So Vijana of Tantra, as I have been taught you, the one of the advanced technique was there, which is the kriyas. And out of many kriyas, so out of many kriyas, the best meditation technique, how to observe your breath, how to develop awareness on the chakras. But there's another kriyas in Vijana Tantra. You must practice how to go to Muladhara chakra, then Swadhisthana chakra, Manipur chakra, Anahat. After Anahat, you go to Visuddhi. Visuddhi, you direct go to Bindu, not go to direct Ajna or the Sahasra. After Bindu, then come to Agyan chakra. Agyan chakra not straight on the spinal cord, then Visuddhi, then Anahata, Manipura, then Swadhisthana and Muladhara chakra. So this chakra has to be balanced. Then question mark comes, how to balance my chakras? And the balance of the chakras, generally, we can balance up our emotions, the passions, and we can balance four things: mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. Mana means mind, chitta means the consciousness. The consciousness is divisible in four stages. One is jagra, jagrata, swapna, and sushupti. We have four stages of the consciousness. But that we don't understand. Modern psychology only understand the conscious level. Even they don't understand what kind of dream, the second stage. The third stage comes the deep sleep. The fourth stage is the transcendental consciousness. We have four stages of the consciousness. And without a harmonized three states of the consciousness, they are not possible to understand the higher consciousness. Right? Jagrata, Swapna, and Sushupti, the three states of the consciousness need to harmonize. Am I clear that? The three states of the consciousness need to harmonize. And you know that the beginning of Tantra, one of the advanced science of Tantra, and there are certain mantras are also, it seems like a secret. Like when you practice, for example, Agyan chakra or Bindu chakra or Sahasra chakra, all are related to mantra Om that you have instructed. When you even chant the mantra Om, it does work your Sahasra chakra, Bindu chakra, Agyan chakra. And evening, they say that, and Atmanand can also remind me that another chakra also, I forgot. Agya, Bindu, and Sahasra. The another one chakras,
Yeah,
Lalana chakra.
this Gupta.
Huh?
Gupta, secret.
Yeah. So these are the chakras, and then so these chakras are you can balance the mantra Om even, but you need to practice. And very important in kriyas and every day, and you need to focus the attention on the breath. So I know 10 minutes, but we'll come back because I'm starting to late. So I'll speaking another. In 10 minutes we'll closing, then we'll come again 20 minutes to speak. So in the science of Tantra, and taught us how to balance our mind. As I say that, remember four things: mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. This you must remember all the time. Mana means mind here, buddhi means intellect, chitta means the consciousness. As I say that, the four stages of the consciousness, where you can really bring your inner happiness, inner love, inner harmony. Inner harmony only can be obtained when you harmonize the conscious mind, the unconscious mind, and subconscious mind, Jagrata, Swapna, and Sushupti. It is also nice when we are attending different spiritual, um, like satsang, like association gurus. But end of the day, you have to work for your daily life, right? We sometimes go to different masters, different association, different satsang. It's nice. We can have accompany, but you have to understand it's not enough for our inner happiness or inner harmony. It's the end of the day. You have to live with yourself. Nobody can live with yourself. That to be clear. You can have papa, mama, husband, children, dog, cat, rat. It's everything you have. It's only the karma. The less the karma you have, the more relaxed you are, right? But we are depending. Like sometimes I remember, and when you're depending a lot of things for yourself, just for your physical pleasures. Just I give you one example. Sometimes you're giving 10 pair of the dress, 10 pair, 20 pair of dress. Sometimes you have shoes 10 pairs, right? Sometimes you may be keeping for 10 servants to serve you, but actually they don't serve you. You have to serve them. You keeping 10 pairs of the cloth, you have to clean them properly, right? Nobody can clean for you. If you clean for cleaning them, you have to pay for that also. Even 10 servant is going to help you. You have to pay for them also. You have to provide them food or accommodation or a monthly salary also, right? If you keeping 10 pair of these shoes, and you also clean them properly too, taking care of them too, right? Similarly, so you can check that a little bit. So as per our Mahatma Gandhi, one of the simple person, the father of the nation of India, he used to have simple life. 2, 3 pair of the cloth, 2 pair of the shoes, like small. So what happened? I see sometimes people getting so many pair of the shoes, and sometimes smelly, stinky. They don't even time to clean them. Sometimes people have a lot of clothes. They wear it and throw it. They have no time to clean. So you can see that. So this is what you have to learn also in a material world, how to live in simple life and with comforts, not to slave of everything. Sometimes you keeping, for example, servants, 10. In India, we are very popular. We're keeping so many servants. Somebody cleaning the clothes, somebody cleaning the shoes, somebody making the chapati, somebody cooking the food, somebody open the door, even one person, somebody putting chair close to your buttocks, for example. So what I mean, so we are depending so many things for our sensual pleasures. So at first we have to learn how to renounce the gratification of the senses, except for your survival. So that also management of the mind also. That is called mana. When I say mana, how to management of the mind? So you have to reduce a lot of desires, a lot of expectations. And so therefore you have to learn what kind of material world you have. For example, I'm not going to criticize this thing, you keeping one dog, for example. Many people due to keeping dog, like Julie going to not take personally, Julie have dog, due to your dog, and you are not relaxed at all. You're sitting at the table with your friend, couple say, oh, my dog need to go to the toilet. Oh, I'm in the office. Oh, I have to go to work. Just for the dog. But you depend on that. You have some pleasures. You have some happiness. Why keeping the dog? It's not you are helping the dog to survive. You are helping nothing to dog. Rather, you are expecting your pleasure. Something from that dog or the pets. Around the world, keeping a lot of pets. Even they don't love their children that much. Even they don't love their nothing. But why that? Means that I'm not saying that you're supposed not keep dog. I don't say that. That is your personal business. It means we are something depending on that. And sometimes we are very stressed. So I give one example that so far we are depending our happiness, our pleasure, love on the other objectives. And that much you are suffering. It's not going to help you any happiness. Rather you suffer and tense. Many people not even free from themselves. So that is the I remember when I'm going to traveling in foreign countries. Sometimes they, of course, now it's modern civilization, so you can put the cloth, you can clean. But when I used to travel in India, 2, 3 years alone. But I know I have little soap with me. Always I clean my cloth. and maximum 2 to 3 pairs of the club. So I'll discuss another 20 minutes, then we'll complete today. So we are speaking about today to learn mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankar, the 4 things. Mana means mind, chitta. I try to just repeat chitta, the consciousness, mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankar. Mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankar. Mana, mind, buddhi, the intellect, chitta, the consciousness, ahankar, the ego. So you have to learn fasting the mana, the mind. So we have to understand the mind first. And you know that the mana, the mind is the root cause of all sufferings. And mind is the root cause of also mind is the root cause of all liberation as well. So if we adjust your mind, we can find happiness, we can suffering, or we can find freedoms. So therefore, the science of Tantra taught us how to translate the mind. Sometimes we can reject the mind, but we have to understand the mind, translate the mind. That is very important. Translate. So how to translate the mind? We only can translate the mind when we can understand the mind first. But how to understand the mind? Because as I give you example, we are depending so many things on the different objects, external objects. So therefore, first learn how to renounce and how to eliminate or eradicate different objectives unnecessarily. So you need something to survive. Survive is very important. Am I clear that? Survive are very important. And you need certain things to depend on the different objectives, like food, for example, food, arna, annamaya kosha. That need to survive. Without annamaya kosha, you can go to pranamaya kosha, or the vijnanamaya kosha, or the manamaya kosha, for example. So annamaya kosha is very important. We need, and the food which is we can survive. Food is very important, and survival is our basic thing. So survival are basic rights. If you don't survive properly, so there is no way you can understand the mind. So I don't say that you have to renounce everything from the sensual gratifications, but we need something. But we need something how to survive, right? That much we can depend. But there's something we depend for our sensual pleasures or sensual gratifications. So that is not about to control the mind. So control the mind means here, or to understand the mind or transcend the mind, need to renounce certain objectives. But how to understand that? What is right, what is wrong? How to understand? That is the difficult part in either as a yogic, either as a yoga practitioner, as a good meditator, or walking on the spiritual path. Very difficult to understand. And what we want, what we don't want, and how we can survive. And without something, we cannot survive. So therefore, we have to understand Arnamaya kosha. So before you study, to begin with Tantra, so nice to understand that these 5 koshas, the Arnamaya kosha, which bodies help you to survive. If you don't understand the physical body and the Arnamaya kosha, so you can't understand actually the mind properly. And you see that very important is, now we can also watch our own mind. When you meditate, you see, we have many things in life. We're actually not happy what we have. We are not happy what we cannot get. That is natural. That is the law of nature, law of mind, right? Something we have, we not give so much importance. And we have so many desires, so many expectations that we don't get it. And naturally, their suffering starts. Right? So here, I try to make you aware to understand the Annamaya Kosha, to understand the mana, the mind. The Annamaya Kosha is very much related to the mind as well. Then Pranamaya Kosha comes. When a Pranamaya Kosha comes, how to understand lack of prana? Lack of prana is lack of sickness. If you don't have proper prana, proper vital energy, so a lot of sickness comes. And sickness, it brings negativity to our intellect. Buddhi. We don't have proper buddhi, for example. One is mind, then another buddhi, the intellect. So intellect parts also very important. Intellect is the part of our life to survive, but at the same time, it can be great barrier on the spiritual path. That where we don't develop a lot of trust, it can be great barrier on the spiritual path. So I'm speaking, try to understand me, mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankar, and I'm speaking 5 koshas. Annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, manamaya kosha, vijnanamaya kosha, then anandamaya kosha. So 4 koshas. But that is how related to the Vijnana Tantra. When you study Vijnana Tantra, generally we are going to study a lot of kriyas. And kriyas are always related how to purification of your nadis or the awakening the chakras. It means to understand different faculty of the mind. Awakening chakras means and understand different faculty of the mind. And different faculty of mind means to understand different state of the consciousness. That is where your buddhi comes, the intellect comes. I try to repeat again. For example, a guru initiate to mantra dikya, ishta mantra. So what do you do? You simply chant Om Namah Shivaya, for example. Shiva mantra. So what happening? So we understand mantra is coming from the word called the mantra, the word coming from man. So every mantra is certain extent is going to help you how to transcend the mind. Of course, you have to choose the right mantra. I give one example, and most of the time I give this example. Somebody going to say that, oh, you are looks like a donkey, you are looks like a dog, like a pig. You are not very happy that, right? You are not very happy that. Oh, I'm a dog, I'm a pig, I'm a donkey. But somebody going to say, oh, you looks like rose flower, like full moon, bright, shining. So you are very happy. Similarly, the mantra is creating the special kind of vibrations. That is where our cells of the body is happy. Not only happy, but cells of the body and this mantra creating tremendous vibrations so that mind naturally and transcendent. And once mind is transcendent, we feel so much pleasure, so much happiness, so much like life. Like you feel lighter of the body and you feel like a flying. You feel like a flying, like liberation. And when chant mantras were happening, naturally the Annamaya Kosha, the physical body, is transcendent into Pranamaya Kosha. Then you save a lot of energy. For example, we open the eyes. You see, sometimes you open the eyes, and when walking, for example, you have a tourist. I do travel many times, so I see many things. So eyes are exposing so many things to see. But sometimes at the end of the day, you feel so tired. Why you tired? Because mind receiving a lot of things and lose a lot of prana. Lot of prana you lose. So physical body naturally is tired. But when you chanting mantras, closing the eyes, so what happening? Your mind naturally transcendent. you save your prana, the vital energy. That is where your annamaya kosha, the physical body, transcend into pranamaya kosha, and where naturally feel relaxed. And mind not engage different objectives. When mind is engaged, so many objectives, mind also need prana, the vital energy. Somebody say, oh, I have no energy. I need to close my eyes, let me relax, let me alone. Why you say that? Because your physical body is so much engaged, and you lose lot of prana, lot of vital energy. And when you practice yoga nidra or close your eyes and mantras or meditate, it is so nice. Why? Because the prana not exposed outside. You don't lose any more prana there. When you close eyes, we meditate and observe. So mind not engage different objectives. When engage means mind, you lost prana. So therefore, when you meditate, when you do pranayama, chanting mantras is helping you, your annamaya kosha into pranamaya kosha. Am I clear that? And once you enter into pranamaya kosha, so naturally you can go to manamaya kosha, where you can control the mind, understand the mind. I'm not saying that control the mind, but understand the mind, management of the mind. Then you have to avoid unnecessary things, which is cause of your difficulties or the problems. I see sometimes, like those keeping a lot of pets in the home, there's so much tension than common people. I feel that they're not very happy to keeping the pets, but rather there are more tensions all the time because you are not worried about you. You don't worry about your sister, brother, cousins, anything, but you are worried about your dogs, for example. So this is the great sufferings. You have to understand that. So therefore, what we do, so we have to understand. I'm just talking with you, the many people who's, facing a lot of tensions about their own pets. And I give him many lectures this. So therefore, what I mean here, so we have to renounce, which not necessarily need for our survival life. That is very important on this spiritual path. So therefore, like I say that, unless you have 10 pair of the shoes or 10 pair of the clothes, unless you have no time to clean the cloth, no time to clean properly your shoes, right? So no, so it is not important keeping the so many clothes, so many. So what I mean here is very important how you can renounce many things, and we can live very simple, like moderate life. Moderate life is very important on this spiritual path. Like nowadays, many people come to Rishikesh, they want to luxury life to practice yoga. We need minimum things to survive. I don't mean, and we have to die. No. So it is very clear for me, and try your best to understand your social life, material life. Before you going to study all kind of tantra, most of the time I speak daily lives. So you have to understand sometimes small things in the home that make a lot of tensions, unnecessary things in the home. And you may practice tantra, you may practice kundalini tantra, you may practice kriya yoga, you may practice Vijana tantra, but not going to help you nothing. So therefore, and you have to use your common sense and to practice certain things. And just I want to tell you one. I was staying one time in Toronto, in Canada. Canada underground have a lot of lot of smell. So that is the toilet water and everything that the civilian they're putting, and they're putting all water that through pipe. So much smell. But they're using so many sticks, incense sticks. But the smell can't go out. They put one time, smell go out, but again come there because the garbage there, the smell is there. See what I mean? And I can, in case I'm practicing pranayam, doesn't mean going to I'm healthy. No. So therefore, your spiritual practice need to check your surroundings. Your surroundings. So therefore, Annamaya Kosha is very, very important. I give you one very simple example. You want peace of the mind, right? You say, I want to meditate peace of my mind. But before you are going to before meditating, you want to have some chickens or some beef, right? So we are eating meat and going to meditate. So how we can find peace of the mind? It's not possible. You first creating violence. So therefore, just I give one examples. So peace of the mind, if you want to find, you must also certain thing to manage your common lives, your environment, your family, your house, your surroundings. So you have to check a lot of things. So only spiritual practice, reading the scriptures, study pranayam, study mudra, study bandhas, also not helping most of the time. It can only help when your atmosphere, surrounding, association, your lifestyles are balanced. So therefore, most of the time, I said my international conference, techniques, learning the scriptures, even practicing not alone help. In order to free from the life of stress and strain and becoming a free. So that you have to check. Am I clear that for you? So this is also part of Vijana Tantra to understand. Most of the time, many people study a lot of scriptures. But doesn't work. I sometimes people said me, Swamiji, I'm practicing last 20 years. I practice kundilini tantra, I practice meditate, I go to this guru, I go to that guru, I want a big guru like Amma, like Dalai Lama. But why? I don't live in peace. Why I'm not happy? What happening? Why not awakening could not take place? Why have the problems going on? Then I said, we have to check our lifestyles, the associations. So therefore, when you go into monastery, the ashrams, we have the lifestyles. Even a simple sit down in ashrams, not every ashrams, but nowadays many ashrams have also not in the, they built in the right place also. Like even in Rishikesh, my ashram side, one side is still mountain, still balanced, but I don't know after 20 years what going to happen, but still is good. So therefore, we have to choose the right place. And we can see, I think Atman also knows that they built so many Vipassana centers around the world. And the beautiful places. You can go out of cities and you can meditate very peacefully. So therefore, in ancient time, all kind of meditation, spiritual practices have the specific place to practice. So today will be, and this much. I'm not going to speak more now. And you must learn today one thing: meditate, introspect. Vijana Tantra is all about introspect. You can see the Vijana Bhairava Tantra when Mother Parvati, the Devi, asked to Lord Shiva, Bhairava and Bhairavi. So Devi is called Bhairavi. So Bhairavi is the Lord Shiva itself. So Mother Parvati studies so many things, so many kind of practice, but still she has the problems. What do you mean? So then Lord Shiva here tried to, it means, so Mother Parvati introspect. Is the Vijana of Tantra is the science of introspections, Atma Chintan. If I speak one word, am I clear that? Atmanam. So about introspection. Then she was not happy. Then she asked Lord Shiva, and what kind of science and what kind of tantra she need to be practiced. So she simply surrendered and asked Lord Shiva, please teach me the the secret, the science of tantra, the secret science of wisdom, so that I can learn. So it's all about here self introspections needed, and that is all about Vijana Tantra. So thank you for today, and I will find some time for you. Of course, tomorrow time is ready. I think I will be not so much busy, and you will have the, and you can bring more question answers. And tonight you may meditate on breath, chant mantra om, and meditate on Sahasra Chakra at least 15 minutes. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just observe breath, chant om for 5 minutes, 5 minutes silence, 15 minutes takes. 5 minutes breath, 5 minutes chant om, and 5 minutes silence, 15 minutes. Okay, so this is your practice today. So thank you for today to all of you. I'm sorry for a delay today. So tomorrow I hope the right time will be the class 4:30 p.m. to 5:30. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidanandamurtaye Nisprapanchaya Santaya Niralambaya Tejase Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Thank you.